Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths, as seen at Legacy.com at the end of May and the beginning of June 2022. Carol M. Baldwin died May 26, 2022, in Syracuse, New York, at the age of 92. She was the mother of actors Alec, Stephen, Billy, and Daniel Baldwin. Baldwin is being remembered for raising millions of dollars towards breast cancer research with her Carol M. Baldwin Breast Cancer Research Fund. Actor Bo Hopkins died May 28, 2022, at a hospital in Van Nuys, California. He died after suffering a heart attack at the age of 84. He was best known for playing the leader of the Pharaohs in the classic movie American Graffiti. Hopkins is also being remembered for roles in The Wild Bunch, Dynasty, The Rockford Files, and many more. Musician Ronnie Hawkins died May 29, 2022, at a hospital in Peterborough, Ontario, at the age of 87. He was an influential Canadian rockabilly singer and songwriter, known for hits including 40 Days and Who Do You Love? He is being remembered as a mentor to the musicians who would later form The Band. They played in his band The Hawks in the 1950s and 60s. Hawkins was a U.S. Army veteran. Football player Jeff Gladney died May 30, 2022, in Dallas. He died in a car accident at the age of 25. He was a first-round draft pick for the Minnesota Vikings in 2020, and he would have started with the Arizona Cardinals this fall. Gladney is also being remembered as an outstanding cornerback at Texas Christian University. Artist Samella Lewis died May 27, 2022, at a hospital in Torrance, California. She died of renal failure at the age of 99. She was called the godmother of African American art for her tireless work as an art historian and supporter of Black artists. Lewis is also being remembered for her own art, especially paintings and prints. Jockey Lester Piggott died May 29, 2022, in Switzerland at the age of 86. He was England's most famous jockey, with a record-breaking career that spanned 5 decades. Piggott is being remembered for winning the prestigious Epsom Derby a record 9 times between 1954 and 1983. Actor and director Charles Siebert died May 1, 2022, at a hospital in San Francisco. He died of COVID-related pneumonia at the age of 84. His death was announced this week. He was best known for playing Dr. Stanley Riverside II on Trapper John, M.D. Siebert is also being remembered for appearing on TV shows including All in the Family, One Day at a Time, Xena Warrior Princess, and many more. Football player Marion Barber III died June 1, 2022, at his home in Frisco, Texas, at the age of 38. He was a running back for the Dallas Cowboys from 2005 to 2011 and a Pro Bowl pick in 2007. Barber is also being remembered for his time with the Chicago Bears and the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. Astrophysicist Epaminondas G. Stassinopoulos died May 16, 2022, in Los Angeles at the age of 101. He was a leading researcher at NASA, where he made important discoveries about space radiation. He is also being remembered for his warm humanity while working in an extremely technical field. Stassinopoulos was a Greek Army veteran who served in the Greek Civil War. You may not know that any family can place an obituary on Legacy in honor of a loved one's memory. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. At least 4 people were killed in a shooting at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma on June 1, 2022. Their names are Amanda Green, Dr. Stephanie Huson, William Love, Dr. Preston Phillips. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags across the United States have been lowered in observance of Memorial Day. Flags in Oklahoma have been lowered to honor the memory of those who were killed in the shooting in Tulsa. Flags in Kentucky have been lowered to honor the memory of Floyd County volunteer firefighter Philip Ray Caudle. Flags in Virginia have been lowered in respect and memory of the lives lost and those injured in the Virginia Beach shooting 3 years ago. Flags in Iowa have been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Navy Commander Larry Spencer and former State Auditor Richard Johnson. Flags in Iowa have also been lowered to honor the memory of Navy Fire Controlman 3rd Class Jack Breedlove, who was killed in the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. His remains were recently identified. Flags in Florida have been lowered to honor the memory of former State Representative Betty Reed. Flags in Massachusetts have been lowered to honor the memory of Army National Guard Sergeant 1st Class William Bill Burdick. This week also marks several notable anniversaries. 10 years ago this week, actor and game show host Richard Dawson died of esophageal cancer at the age of 79. 10 years ago this week, musician Doc Watson died of complications from abdominal surgery at the age of 89. 25 years ago this week, musician Jeff Buckley died by drowning at the age of 30. Musician Curtis Mayfield was born 80 years ago this week. He died in 1999 of complications from type 2 diabetes at the age of 57. Actress Sally Kellerman was born 85 years ago this week. She died in February 2022 of heart failure at the age of 84. President John F. Kennedy was born 105 years ago this week. He was assassinated in 1963 at the age of 46. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.